Peace. It's part 4 of class, and the last and final one. Brothers and sisters, guys and goddesses, kings and queens, I'm SHU AMUN RA, and I really hope that you wrote down a lot of information, and a lot of these brothers and sisters that I get the information from, because I do my research, and you notice how loud I want you to hear their names, so you can go see them online, because you know how I get down. Those who's been around, I don't care for you to follow me, because I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? And it takes one person to get this information and catapult it to the next. Because information is free, and for those who've lost mentally, psychologically, institutionalized, dealing with religion, dealing with politics, dealing with sex, gender, dealing with money, you are institutionalized underneath the regime of the 4 gods I just mentioned to you. Your first god is money, your second god is religion, your third god is politics, and your 4th god is sex. These are the gods that surrounded us, and they're using it to track your mind, your state of mind, who you're supposed to be. Let's get into it. Black folks, you ain't pointing the finger no more at the white men. You're pointing the finger at each other, using the black card on each other. Don't get it twisted, because I see it. Let's get into it. I'm going to show you this video where an old black man, he's going to tell another brother that not to mess with the sisters. If he has a white woman, don't allow the black woman to be around her, because they're going to corrupt her mind. Check this out. You ready? I am. We're going to get deep in the end.
So stay away from the black women.
Stay away from them. Shit.
Why should I stay away from them? I mean, just completely or what?
Well, you don't want that white girl around because they're going to teach them bad habits. They're going to teach them white women bad habits. You hear me?
Yeah.
You'll see.
Stay away from black bitches.
Keep your black. If you got a white woman, keep her away from them black women. Keep her the fuck away. But as a matter of fact, she don't want you fucking with them no way.
So what's the number one reason not to fuck with a black woman?
That she can produce other than pussy. Pussy won't spin. You ought to know that by now.
Yeah, I know that. Niggas like eating it though, but that's about
that don't get them no money though. That won't get them no money.
I'm with you on that.
I wear $300 boots and big expensive hats. I drive a Mercedes Benz. You understand? My drawers are silk. Shit. That's what I like. When I got a roll of money, when I go somewhere, the man say how much, I want it. I don't ask him how much. That's where you want to get, brother. Shit. I call the man up in Wichita, Kansas, send me a pair of boots. Send me a pair of those little cheeses. Expensive boots. You can't buy them around here. Send me a pair of little cheeses. Listen. Yes, sir, Mr. Andrew. Money talks. Bullshit walk.
So you want something more than booty, you want a bank account.
There you go. You get a bank account, you get the chargest booty in the world. Shit. And that ain't but a 5-minute thrill. Don't waste your time, brother. Don't waste your time. That's what I can tell you.
Clearly, can you identify the black card? They not at that workplace. They somewhere in some kind of open forum, and the brother's just interviewing him. And the older man is telling him, if you want money, or you got yourself a white woman, don't bring the black woman around. He's telling another black man this. He's downgrading the black woman, helping genocide the black woman. See, we got to operate and dig in deep and root this kind of stuff out. See, this stuff got to be identified. We can't keep sugarcoating it. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. We keep sugarcoating things like this that exist. They exist. There's blackguard on that's being used on each other. Now, he got this information from this old rich man, black rich man. Now, what you think? You think he gonna take this in consideration? This is what I'm talking about. We're battling each other over what? I told you the 4 gods. The 4 gods that the people on this planet, or the majority people of the planet, are battling for. Money, religion, sex, and politics. These are the 4 gods that rules. And listen to how they talk. He's telling you. The old man's letting him know. To the young god, if you want money, and you want to be able to spend it, what it sounds like is an old prostitute, old pimp, and a young pimp. So he's basically trying to give him some kind of information on how to do things if he want to be successful. Blackguard, another form of blackguard. I understand the world of surviving. We all got our own skills. But when we take our own people and crucify our own people, this sounds too familiar. The familiarity is about how ancient Africa sold their own people. 13 nations sold their own people for wealth, fame, and power. And these 13 nations are thriving right now. Look it up. Download. Do your research. I gotta do it for you. It's the black card. Black card is used again. You don't be able to identify it. You ain't gonna know. I told you I was gonna come with you with some heavy stuff. I know a lot of you ain't gonna like it. But this is my channel and I don't got a problem. And I told you ain't gotta follow me. I don't want you to follow me. I want you to take the information, take it and research it. That's what I want. Those who follow because you choose to. I don't look for views. I don't look for dollars. I make my own goddamn money. I do this because I love myself first. I love myself and then I love my peoples. So I tell my peoples this information. I know we got a lot of people that is co-native dishonest. I know that. It ain't easy. Just wearing clothes like this, trust me, going outside, people, look at you like you're retarded. And not because they doing it on purpose, is they don't know no better. They're too institutionalized of the way of the system of things. So they'll look at me like, he's trying to be African. He's trying to be African. I don't know. And don't realize, I ain't trying to be African. I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to get away from the system of things. But my African roots has now been implanted in me. So I don't need to wear what you're wearing. I don't gotta talk the way they talk. I ain't got to eat what they eat. I ain't got to think the way they think. I'm my own black man. I am my own God. That's who I am. See, when you want to be like them, you want to talk like them, you want to act like them, you are them in the lower form of yourself. So that's why you're like crabs, constantly pulling each other down. Wherever your level of life takes you. That's why I showed you videos from the highest top of the corporate world. You want to earn money, ain't nothing wrong with that. But look at the sassiness and the disrespect and the ignorance that goes down. Because this stuff is all on the internet. It's all over. Black men are trying to figure out women trying to, black women trying to figure out, black men trying to figure out, why are we doing this to each other? Some of them don't, I don't give a damn. I got to get mine. Real talk. Now I'm going to show you in church the black card. Oh yeah? Get ready. You thought I wasn't going to do that? Right.
Peace and blessings, family. Sister Ajali, why do we get so jealous of one another? And outside of those who are the most famous amongst black us, but on a micro scale, we will bristle when we see, another, someone we knew or someone that we've heard of doing really, really well for themselves. It's, hold on a second, let me let my son know. Elijah, can you turn it down a bunch? Okay, thank you. All right, there we go. We want to see ourselves in that position where there's something that we do that gets us some acclaim, some sort of attention. Not everybody. There are people out there who they, prefer laying low in the background. Like me, I really enjoy being a regular person. I have no desire whatsoever to not be able to walk down any block, completely anonymous. I enjoy talking with regular people. I don't find a need to run from any of us because I just, wow, it's relaxing. I don't get, how you have those those biographies where they'll talk about somebody who reached fame and fortune and then they fell back into obscurity and they talk about it as if that person was so depressed. And I'm just like, maybe that was when they started having fun. Hey, nobody recognizes me anymore. Thank God, I was so bored with being known by everyone, and having everyone have expectations. But just on a regular scale, amongst those, you could be above average in your good looks or in your intellect, in your talents or skills, and not, as I said, not everyone, but sometimes that can make you a target for what you'll see and you'll understand is undeserved, derision and people who will put obstacles in front of you just because they get glee out of watching you fall. Or if you are the person who's feeling jealous, you may not put obstacles in front of that person, but you just, it feels like it diminishes you. And when I talk about this, I'm not talking about it from the stance of somebody who's never experienced these feelings. Of course I do. I can run across people who are just like, excuse me, I'm trying not to sneeze, but I just may have to. People who they are amazing poets. And I'm like, wow. And then I'm not, I don't dislike them, but I wind up maybe feeling a little bit uncomfortable around them. And, they wouldn't want to talk to me. They wouldn't want to know me because I'm nobody, even though I enjoy being nobody. people like that don't talk to nobodies. So I'll, be more hesitant to get to know that person, where, I don't know, maybe that could be an amazing connection. Maybe that's a person who's open to love from all sorts of people, and it would be an extension, a connection that would help me to grow further. What it does is it limits our ability to extend our experience, so that we can thereby humanize those among us who are exceptional in their gifts. But I realize the reason that we do that is because the parameters of different ways to excel have been so narrowed down and strangulated by being oppressed by the Caucasoids. Caucasoid people truly are very limited in their expression of life and what that can entail, whereas we weren't intended to be that way. And then the Caucasoid superimposes upon us a standard that it's very difficult for most of us to excel within. They put all kinds of ways to make sure that we remain oppressed. But then, for us women, when it comes to beauty, when you're a black woman, most of us, we don't have ski slope noses. Some of us maybe do, because all things come from us. But when you've got that extreme standard of what is celebrated, it winds up leaving a lot of us feeling really just outside in the cold.
All right, brothers and sisters, I know I blew your mind on that video. I mean, she's interesting, but she's more into the spiritual conception, and I had to put that video out there before I put the church video, because I wanted you to understand, in a woman's perspective, why we so jealous, or why y'all jealous towards one another. I cut it off because I wanted you to get the church and watch that black card being used. Let's get into the clip.
Hi, my name is Sonia Mancy, and I'm a backslider. Y'all pray for me. Bible said the food makes a man out of God. He's nothing to be played with. And food and heart says there's no God, but God is real. I used to come home drunk from school, laying up with men, out there prostituting, having oral sex with my mouth, licking men's balls.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to laugh. I really guess. I'm gonna finish the video. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Amen. Remember you in prayer. Anyone else have a word from the Lord, a testimony of God's goodness? Andre.
This next clip is based on the clip I just showed you. But a pastor, which you're gonna hear his name, is kind of pissed that the reverend took the mic away from the woman when she was giving her testimony, because he didn't want to hear it. See, that's that black card. But you know what? Let me show you right quick.
I'm gonna definitely need you guys to hold my mule on this. All right, y'all. Pastor Jamal Bryant. Now, he spoke up recently about the viral video that's going around of the ex-prostitute and her now famous New Year's Eve testimony. And he says his heart is broken by Christians who make a mockery of what she's saying. Now, this according to the Christian Post, Pastor Jamal Bryant of Baltimore's Empowerment Temple says his heart has been broken by the mockery being made by Christians of what he says is a sincere testimony of a former prostitute during a New Year's Eve church service. The woman showed in the viral video, I'm sure that most of you, if not all of you, have seen by now, was shared on social media. And the woman's name is Sonia Menzie. And it's unclear which church the testimony was shared at. If you guys know, you can drop it in the comment box below. But she begins to share her testimony in graphic terms. And she talks about her life as a former prostitute before her testimony was cut short by church officials. Now, the video has been shared by millions of Christians and others online, mostly as a joke. Now, Bryant said that a number of Christians sent him the video, but he doesn't believe Menzie's testimony should have been treated as a laughing matter and argued that the church failed her by not allowing her the opportunity to be honest about where God brought her from. Instead of cutting off the woman, she should have been allowed to be honest about her journey. And there are several things that the church could have done differently. He argued that the woman was dismissed because her testimony made church people feel uncomfortable, and instead of allowing her a moment for deliverance, she became entertainment for the masses. I do kind of agree with Pastor Brian in this respect, that it seems. Now, I use the word seems because the truth is we don't know what the church did, what church officials did for this woman after her testimony. They could have been a very loving church and they could have wrapped their arms around her. And all we know is this one little clip and it went viral. And Pastor Brian seems to be making assumptions based on that clip. We don't know what happened after that. They could have provided some support for her. Definitely been that fence that he says was not present. I know personally, I've seen the video and I was in shock when I heard it. But in the circles which I talked about it with friends, we definitely also talked about some of the things that the church could have done or maybe should have done to help that testimony go a little bit different. What do you guys think about this? Do you guys agree with Pastor Bryant? Did this become a laughing matter that it maybe should not have been? Should the church been a little bit more on the side of compassion and say, hey, you know, this is not a laughing matter. This is a part of her testimony. We ought to treat this woman and her testimony with respect. Or was it, hey, it's just innocent. You know, we were just shocked and we laughed because we couldn't believe she said that in church. We're not really.
Let's don't get it twisted. This is my opinion. My opinion. What I believe. It's got nothing to do with the church and what you just seen. But the black card has been displayed on the church itself. How they handle this woman's testimony. The black card is displayed by the reverend or the pastor, Jamal. He thinks, oh, well, that's not the way you do it. You can't tell somebody how to do their church. But he wants to express his feelings like he's greater than, my opinion. But at the church, as this woman giving her testimony, my opinion, the reverend or whoever that man was took the mic away from the woman who's giving her testimony is because she was so graphic. They had children in the congregation. Now, let's be real. Children gonna hear graphic the minute they step out their house and go to school or to the playground or whatever the case may be. They're gonna hear graphic language. This is where that black card steps in play. I believe they should have let the woman fully tell her testimony and let them children hear that. So she can say, don't be like me. Don't become like I want. Don't walk this walk that I've been through. What you did was you hidden the raw truth of her testimony. That would allow not even just children, but people to see the mistakes you can make when you walk the wrong path. But that black card was used. They turned it into a joke. They turned it into a laughing matter. I laughed because of what the Reverend did. That's why. That's why I said, hold on, y'all, because I laughed is because what the Reverend did. The minute he pulled that mic away, I knew what was going on. But let's get into one more video. One more video. Because that black card, I showed you in different levels. It was real. It was real. The question is, can you identify it? And when we're gonna stop? My opinion, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not no time soon. Let's get to the next video.
How's that, Robert? Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody. Let everything that have breath do what? God is good, what? And all the time, God is what? Good. He's good. He's good, 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 good. He's good. Woo. He's good, 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 good. He's good. God is good all the time. I'm not talking about sometimes God is good, but He's good all the time. He's like Campbell soup. He's good. I'm not talking about that chicken noodle soup. I'm not talking about that mixed soup. And I'm not talking about that tomato soup, that mixed carrot soup. But God's like Campbell soup. Showed up good. Hallelujah. I feel my help now. I feel my help now. Yeah. I feel my help. Yeah. I feel my help. Help, Lord. Help, Lord. Help, Lord. Help. When I need a chicken soup, I need help, Lord. Help. When I need a tomato soup, I need help, Lord. Help. When I need the carrot soup, I need help, Lord. Help. Any kind of food I eat, God, help. I need help, Lord. Help. Help, Lord. Help. Help, Lord. Help. Help, Lord. Help. Help.
Woo! I got to get. Look, let me take a break. Hold on. Woo! Guys and goddesses, brothers and sisters, listen, class is almost over. That one was very interesting. But did you see the pastor and maybe the deacon in the back? They were laughing. They were laughing. Huh? She was talking about tomato soup. The black card is used because here they're videotaping. It's gonna go viral. Huh? But this is church. This is church. And she's giving her testimony. Quite frankly, it was funny. And I can't stop laughing. Woo! I apologize. I mean, this is what I'm trying to tell people. That these are the things that really happen. These things, because we're not there and we tell the story. But because of technology, we'll be able to capture things that you would not believe if you didn't see it. This is why when I do class, I show different videos from different levels so you can see it for yourself. And then you can download the information and watch the whole conspiracy of whatever the issues was. Brothers and sisters, I'm SHU AMUN RA. And the black card was showed in many different levels. Why black people use the black card on each other. Huh? You think we got it all made? Nah. Listen. We gotta straighten it out. See you next week. Make that change. Go to these events. Go to these events. Make that change. Want to change your life? Meet these giant scholars, these black scholars. They got information beyond your wildest imagination. Huh? Think about it. Got my ticket. Got my ticket. You think I'm gonna see you there?